Hello, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well today and I hope you are having a wonderful day. So the biggest question right now is, when is the housing market going to crash? Are we going to see a housing crash in 2021? And is the housing market in a bubble? So if you are asking these questions or any of these questions that I just mentioned, you are not alone. In fact, according to this report from CNBC, the hottest Google search, the red hot Google search is, when is the housing market going to crash? So this report, they highlight some of the reasons why this is the hottest search right now. And some of the key points here, according to the CNBC report, is that last week, when is the housing market going to crash, had spiked 2,450% in the past month. So people are getting concerned. A lot of people are getting concerned with some of the conditions that they're seeing right now in the housing market. So if you are a seller, a buyer, an investor, even a renter, you need to pay attention to this, because watch this till the very end, because this will have some impact one way or the other on you and your pocket, your money. So right now, this report also mentions that at the start of this month, 42% of homes were selling for more than their list price, according to Redfin. So Redfin is a real estate brokerage, and this was 16 percentage points higher than the same period about a year ago. So this is nuts. And I mean, experts are starting to get worried. I mean, you have the CoreLogic's chief economist Frank Northup, according to this report, saying that he has to admit that he's worried when he hears that, and it does make him concerned. So again, the housing market is super hot right now, and people are wondering when the market is going to crash. So let's talk about the specifics in this update. But before we dive in, if this is your first time stopping by this channel, welcome. Consider subscribing now to join this amazing community to stay informed on the latest economic and financial tips for your financial wellness and success. And one more thing, give this video a thumbs up to help other people find this information quicker. Thank you. So let's jump right into it. So this report from Axios does do a good job at highlighting what this housing market looks like. So some of the conditions that you need to be paying attention to and why it matters. So the biggest question being, are we in a bubble, and when is the bubble going to burst if we are in a bubble? So here's a graph that kind of points out the number of homes available for sale right from January 1999 to February of 2021. So this stretches through about a 22-year period, and you can see this is the lowest we've ever had inventory wise on the number of homes available for sale. So right now, 2 months ago, February 2021, the data was tracking to 1.03 million, so roughly 1 million homes available for sale. And this is part of the pressure points that we're seeing in this housing market in 2021. So again, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. So this is a record low number of homes available for sale, and some of the key highlights here will be that the total number of active listings this week is down a record 54% from the same week about a year ago. So this is what we're seeing right now. The timing and the inventory, the listings that we're seeing on the market is super low right now, 54% down. Can you imagine that? I mean, more than half. That's what we're talking about in terms of the number of listings on the market right now. And then the other thing that we're seeing is that almost half of homes now sell within 1 week of being listed, according to Redfin. So the online brokerage or the real estate brokerage company Redfin has stated that almost half of homes that are listed just last for 1 week on the market. That is nuts. And then in cities like Austin, Texas, the median listing price has risen 40% in 1 year. So 40% increase in median listing price. This is unbelievable right now, what we're seeing in this market, and it's not getting any easier than what I'm sharing with you right now. It's not, because we've been tracking this week over week. You can go back and watch the previous videos to get, a perspective, or to just put things in context with what we're talking about right now. So according to this report, the big picture is that prices are being driven by a combination of factors. So there's a mix of the, there's mixed factors here that contribute to the prices that we're seeing. And low mortgage rates, one of those. The rates are low, people are trying to buy in right now, and also the great reshuffle that we did see as a result of the pandemic. So you have more people working from home, looking for more spaces and stuff like that. And then the stock market has driven an increase in money that's available for down payments. I mean, the stock market is going crazy hot right now as too. So you've got people who've made some good returns, especially those who, if you got into Dogecoin, I'm not in any way propping up Dogecoin or trying to advise you to go purchase any of those. I'm just kind of kidding right here. But anyways, in all seriousness, people who have seen huge returns in their stock portfolio now have money available to make some reasonable down payments, and this is driving the demand real high right now, because now you have more people who are out there looking to get into homes. And then the other thing that this article points out is that there's a rise in financial buyers. So large corporations are buying up homes, large institutions are buying up homes, and this could be anywhere from your Wall Street institutions or corporations buying up homes, and even foreign financial institutions purchasing homes in suburbs and building new construction homes around the country. So now you're seeing this making the market tighter and basically decreasing the owner occupied properties. So because most of them are purchasing homes or buying these homes in order to rent them out to the American people. And then what's really missing, according to this report, unlike the mid 2000s, this time around there's no exuberant culture. So there's no trying to outdo one another type of culture, and you don't have all the crazy things that were going on in the early 2000s that basically created a housing bubble. This is strictly a supply thing, and according to this report right now, it is making it hard for people to even afford a home. For people, the people who even had the money to buy a home this time last year can't even afford. There's the affordability crisis going on right now as well. But the thing here is, according to this report, the good news is that the rents have not been rising nearly as fast as prices, which is true. Home prices have been skyrocketing. Look at cities like Austin, where you do have a 40% increase in the median listing price. Imagine if rents went up 40% as well. This will put a lot of people on the streets, and thankfully this is not the case. So right now, home buyers are the biggest losers and sellers are the winners in today's housing market. That's the reality. That's the market condition that we're seeing right now. If you are a home buyer, you don't have a lot of options. Honestly, you don't have a ton of options. And if you are a seller, you are basically controlling. This is your season. This is your time. So if you are a seller, you need to understand that you can get more bank. You can get more than your house is worth. Even though this is not what it's supposed to look like, but that's the reality. That's what we're seeing right now. People are basically overpaying for properties. Buyers are under so much pressure that they are basically offering more than the appraised value or the appraisal price of the home. And this is interesting right now. So this is very terrifying, at the same time very frightening. But just to understand, housing prices are likely to remain high, and possibly increasing during this period, according to this report. Now let's talk about some other conditions that we're seeing also in 2021 housing market. These are some things like your uncontrollable cost. For those of you who are investors, if you are a real estate investor, you gotta understand your taxes and insurance are mostly uncontrollable costs. And I'm not gonna dive into the controllable versus uncontrollable costs in this video, but insurance premiums are rising and investors need to be aware of this condition right now. So according to this report, we are seeing, so this is a report from Million Acres. So we are seeing that the global insurance market index found that insurance premiums rose 17% year over year in the United States and 20% in Q4 of 2020. So this is a huge increase. This is some of the critical conditions that we're seeing right now in the housing market. And also other contributors increase the red hot lumber prices. So the price of lumber lumber is super hot right now, and this is likely going to cool down the housing boom according to this report from Fox Business. Lumber prices are up 395% from pandemic lows. So this is insane. So the cost of building materials. Lumber is one of the major building materials for new construction and for home construction. So this is very, very critical. If you are a fix and flip investor, if you are a developer, this is very concerning. So maybe this may cool down the housing boom, who knows, but this is a suggestion that we're seeing, or this is the report that we're seeing from Fox Business. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. And the other interesting thing, according to the Wall Street Journal, more Hispanic Americans are buying homes, which could possibly be helping stoke the hot housing market. I'm not sure how this kind of fits in the grand scheme of things, but what we're seeing is that the number of Hispanic homeowners rose by more than 700,000 to nearly 9 million in 2020, which is the biggest one-year increase in 2 decades. So you've got a lot of groups buying homes for the first time. You've got a lot more groups who are basically entering the housing market, and you've got the millennials, you've got the baby boomers. There's so much dynamic going on right now. The baby boomers are basically not really relisting their homes, or some baby boomers are staying put in their homes due to the pandemic and due to what we've seen in 2020, because some of them are not willing to sell yet. And you've got millennials who are looking to buy homes, but affordability still remains an issue. Again, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below, and if you found some value from this, be sure to subscribe now to avoid missing out on future videos. And also give this video a thumbs up and share this video with other people to help them get this information quicker. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and see you in the next video.